Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to episode 13 of In the Moment Sports Cards. My name is James Hummel, better known as Tops North on Instagram. Please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up on this video, give me some comments, come join me live. I'm here every Sunday at 3 p.m. Always willing to bring people into the chat and show off their comments, ask me questions. If you haven't watched before, I basically talk about Topps Now, Panini Instant, and Upper Deck game dated moment cards. What I like to do is each week talk about cards that I've received in the mail, and then cards that have released the past week from the three major manufacturers, and then sometimes other topics. Nothing too crazy this week. I've got a fair good stack of cards that I've received, old and new. And then I'm really just going to show off a lot of the cards that were released by, like I said, the three major manufacturers. So let's get started. First up, good stack of Panini cards came in this past week. We got a Zion Williamson, still popular. Zion, that's 30 and win. So we got a 30-point game. Fairly low print run of 145, especially for a Zion card. Here we go. I need a ring light. Hopefully. Next up, we've got a Blake Griffin card. This one's a real low print run of only, 79. So fairly low. We've got a Chris Paul 10,000 career assists card. Again, another low print run of 86. I like these low sub 100 print runs. Up next, Luka Doncic. Doncic lights it up from downtown. Again, another Doncic card with a fairly good print run of 113. Fairly good. We got a nice rookie card for Tyrese Halliburton. This is going to be a bit of a larger print run, 228. But again, really, there's only 200 of these cards. Compared to Prism that were released this past week, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of those cards. We've got a Jae'Sean Tate rookie card from the Rockets. This is the first that I've seen from Tate so far this season, and this one's only got a print run of 122. All right. Another Ja Morant carries Grizzlies an overtime win. And that one printed 177. Neither Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton ignites in first half. And that one was 219. De'Aaron Fox. Fox hits career high with 44 points. Another sub 100. Only 84. So that was the Panini Instant cards that came in this past week. Fairly good haul. Yeah, like I said, I like these sub 100 cards. Received a care package from Twins Jake. If you don't know who Twins Jake is, he is a reseller. He does a lot of pre-orders for Topps Now and other Topps online products. I've been dealing with him for a long time. Very trusted guy to buy pre-orders from. He sells at a really good price during pre-orders, and then like he should, and like other sellers should, he increases the price and he bases it on like the player and the print run. So highly recommend him. He went through a tough time last year with Project 2020, just like all of us did. But I do highly recommend buying cards from him. So I did have, he had a few cards that were in a backlog for me, but that's okay. He finally got them to me. So this was actually the Mookie Betts from the baseball bracket, or bracket bonanza that Topps did last year. It was kind of an interesting set. What they did is they picked, oh geez, how many players did they pick? I can't remember exactly, but they did a bracket and they had the fans basically vote for who was going to. It was run during the month of March, just similar to March Madness, and yeah, they ran it all month long and basically went based on print runs, I believe. Yeah, so it's an interesting set. So there was one that was missing. I had that one, that Mookie Betts, and then Tatis Jr. All right, I'm just going to pause here and say hello to my good friend Luke Wheel from UK. Thanks for watching, Luke. Hey, Luke, you'll appreciate this hat. Jays, I haven't actually worn this. Yeah, look at that, with the pin attached to the side. Nice metallic. This was an old school logo. So, yeah. And Roderick, regular viewer, 64 in that bracket bonanza. It sounds about right. Sounds about right. 4, maybe more. 32. Yeah, that sounds about right. Anyway, surprisingly, the winner of this was not Trout. Would have thought it would have been Trout. It wasn't Trout. It was Yelich. Not that Yelich isn't a good player. He is a good player. I just would have thought it would have been Trout. Anyway, the other couple of things that I received from Jake were turn back the clock, Topps Now, Ricky Henderson. I have the autograph version of this. I didn't have the base, so he sent me a couple of those that I had purchased. And then I bought off of him a couple more of the turn back the clock parallels. So this is the Frank Thomas out of 7. This is one I didn't have. And I also bought the Roger Clemens Red Cherry out of 7. This is what I had, but you know what? I'll always take a second parallel. Roger commenting on the bracket saying it wasn't rigged at all. Yeah, who knows, man. I still am surprised that it wasn't Trout. You would have thought Trout would have sold a ton of cards, but those Milwaukee fans don't know what to say with them. And then from Nelson, my good friend at Velocity Sports Cards, he does a lot of the other Topps Now pre-orders, and when I don't buy packs of 5 or 10, I pick up others from him on the side. So picked up this Tatis card from Spring Training, ST2. This was Tatis getting the record extension. I would have showed that off a month or two ago. The Trevor Bauer signing with the Dodgers. Too bad he didn't come to the Jays. And then finally, this was that special card that I highlighted, which was the Mars, Project Weather Station Mars. So I didn't have that one in hand. So that was the baseball. And then moving over to soccer, this is the Holland card from Nelson. And again, this is the one that I believe was a UK or Euro exclusive. They didn't have this on the North American site. So I was happy to get that one. It's Holland. I just sent I'm just about to send a bunch of cards to HGA to get graded. And yeah. Musiala. This was more that I got in the mail direct from Topps that I bought on my own. No parallels, sadly. The Mendy card, not a rookie, not a hot player. I just thought it was a cool looking card. With that kick. Another Holland. Another good looking card. This one was available on the North American site. And then Mbappe. This guy is on fire. His cards are on fire. Hope to get some of these graded as well. And Roger saying, yeah, only like 1,400 PR relative to his others that are all 7K. Yeah, right? I'm assuming you're saying the Holland card. Yeah, and it's probably because it was a Euro exclusive. And then finally, the other card that I'm showing that I received was not a Topps Now card. It wasn't labeled a Topps Now card or sold as such. But it was, when it was selling on the Topps website, it was within the Topps Now section. and you could use your rewards points towards it. So I used it, and that was the Ronaldo. Him getting to 768 official career goals. So a bit of an interesting looking card. And then it shows his stats on the back. So yeah, so not a Topps Now branded card, but sold kind of as such. I bought 5 of these, and I am going to send these off to HGA, the other newer grading company, because I think this could look really cool with a custom label that they do. So I'm going to give that a try. You got those fast. My only shipped a few. These, yes, I got these fast because they were part of a Project 70 order that I had, which was a large one. And Topps, thankfully, has been sending those Project 70 orders express. So I'm happy about that. All right, so that is the mail for the week. And so moving over to the week in cards, Panini was kind of quiet. They only really had 5 cards this week. 3 rookies, LaMelo and Anthony Edwards. The LaMelo and Anthony Edwards were Rookie of the Month for March. And the James Wiseman. Sadly, LaMelo Ball is out. He's injured. So we're not going to see any more cards from him unless he gets Rookie of the Year. There's some talk that he might, even though he's injured now. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Yeah, so again, fairly quiet week for the NBA. Hoping that there's a Raptors one because Trent, who's on the Raptors, has been on fire. He's been able to get a lot of playing time because a lot of the Raptors' main players, first line players, have been injured or have had some issues with COVID vaccine, I believe. So yeah, maybe we'll get a Raptors card for those Canadian fans. Moving over to Upper Deck Game Dated. So fairly easy week in terms of the actual cards. One good thing is that the March Rookie of the Month card came up, so I was able to redeem for 2 of them. I'm buying 2 of each card, so I'm able to get 2 of the Rookie of the Month and then hopefully get a couple more of the achievements. And then there were the 3 cards released that week. The Kravtsov, Burns, I thought I did this one right, and Giordano. So yeah, and I got a gold, so happy about that. So, but of course, it's Upper Deck. There's more drama, needless to say. A lot of the cards, so as you know, with it's e-pack, digital at first, and then after what's supposed to be 4 to 6 weeks, they convert to physical that you can transfer and have mailed to yourself. Yeah, so the first 3 or 4 weeks, I think, finally came up for physical cards, so close to 2 months, if not for most of them. So I selected a whole bunch of them. What they do is you select them and you say that you want to transfer them out. They're managed by ComC. They're shipped out by ComC. You can actually transfer them to a ComC account if you have one, which is check out my cards if you're not familiar with that. And yeah, so you can transfer it to your ComC account or you can have them mail it to you directly. It's used to be a fairly painless process. Now, I don't know what's going on. I started to do the process yesterday or the day before. I think it was Friday actually, and I got stuck. You've got to go through like how many you want, if there's any extras. Well, you used to have top loaders. Oh, that's actually another interesting thing. You used to be able to have top loaders or get the cards sent to you in top loaders. No more. I think it's because of the top loader shortage. They're not offering that service anymore. Oh, well. So you do go through the process, say where you want to send them to, and then you get to, for Canadians at least, you get to a screen to say how much you want to declare for the cards. This is for customs and taxes purposes. I'm hanging on that screen. I can't get past that screen. I get the spinning wheel of death. I was on that Upper Deck e-pack Facebook group, and everybody's going through the same pain. So hopefully they can get that sorted out soon so I can get some physical cards in hand and show those off. Yeah, including some of those gold cards. Painful process, Upper Deck. Let's get your act together. All right, moving on to Topps now. Before I start talking about turn back the clock, Formula One print runs still not available. Don't know what's going on. It's been 5 days since the window closed. There was one platinum member that mentioned that the individual that does the print runs for Topps was out of the office, so might be a reason why they haven't done them yet. So hopefully Monday, Tuesday, we see those print runs for the F1, because I got a bet to settle. Nelson, get ready. All right, so moving to Topps now, turn back the clock. I did miss one card this week. I can't remember what it was, but these were the releases for the week. I think the big one is obviously the Ken Griffey Jr. card for his debut with Seattle. Really like this card. This is one that I bought for myself. The others I kind of passed on. But yeah, really excited about the Griffey. Hopefully I can get a parallel out of that one. And I used my points for it, obviously. Moving over to the MLB for the week. Lots of rookies this week. Baddoo is on fire in Detroit. He's just having an amazing season so far. Yeah, he's definitely a lead for Rookie of the Year. We'll see how the balance of the season pans out. Another Bo Bichette card, because they were, if you're not familiar with the Blue Jays, they actually, he just had a really good day, I think. It's the next page that I'll talk about the other part. And then the Ohtani. Ohtani is back and doing really well. In this one game, he pitched a 100-mile-per-hour pitch and hit a 100-mile-per-hour pitch. So, yeah, we'll see what this is going to turn out like. Yeah, Dean's vlog. Bo. Hey, Dean, thanks for watching. Yeah, Bo is on fire. Let's hope he continues to have a good season. Moving over to the rest of the week, had another Dylan Carlson, Mercedes in Chicago, another hot player. Again, another Baddoo. We'll get to the Vlad in a second. We've had one no-hitter so far this year, Joe Musgrove from San Diego. First time San Diego has had a no-hitter, and there was an autograph card for that particular card. I really like this Acuna. I don't think it was really anything special, but I do like it. Very colorful. And a Trevor Rogers. And then finally, the Vlad Guerrero. Again, I'm a Blue Jays fan, so I'm going to talk about my Blue Jays here. So the Blue Jays, because they are not playing in Toronto in Canada, our governments, our three levels of governments, aren't allowing them to do it right now. Hopefully at some point in the season they might be able to, but they are not. So they will be playing out of their spring training facility, which is also their single A team facility in Dunedin, Florida. And so this was the first time that they had a regular major league game played in that stadium. And Vlad hit a home run, I believe. And so it was the first home run in that in a major league game in that stadium. And for that particular card, there was a relic. There was a relic of the base and of a ball. No autos for this. I picked up one of the base because it was fairly cheap. I think it was like $74.99. Which also kind of brings up the other autos and relics so far this season. There have been a ton. I know I mentioned them earlier. Unfortunately, I didn't pull them up the images, so I thought I would now. So there was the Miggy Cabrera, who was the first home run of the season in a snowy game in Detroit. This would have been a great card to own. Unfortunately, I missed the window to pick it up. Dean's just saying there might have been some Vladdy Relic Now cards unsold. Dean, that's very true, because it was kind of an odd scenario with the relic cards. When Topps drops the cards, they generally show in the Topps Now section and the Topps Now MLB section. But when you were on the page when the cards dropped, there was also, I think there was a Baddoo auto on the same day, or there was some other auto on that particular day. The auto showed up, but the relics did not. And if you went down the filter section within the Topps Now page, if you selected the relics portion, it then finally came up. So they were kind of hidden. And the base out of 99, and even I think out of the 49, they were still available almost up until the end of the window. Now, the consensus is Topps will sometimes pull down autos if they're unsold. That's not confirmed, but they tend not to like to have to carry one day's cards over to the next, especially if they've got autos or relics on this coming out from consecutive days. So there is a question of whether or not they did sell out and if they pulled them down. So maybe they did go unsold. And Dean does make another good comment that the cards for that particular day, which was the Thursday, they did come out really late that day. They came out at about, what was it, Dean? About close to 5 o'clock, around 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern. So that's really like the latest that Topps really kind of drops cards is about 3 to 4 o'clock. They tend to try and stick to about 1 o'clock p.m. in the afternoon on Eastern. So yeah, they came out really late in the day. And even the purchase window, which is usually 24 hours, was actually only about 20 hours. So another reason why they may have not completely sold out of those. So we'll definitely see what happens. It's going to be some time. Actually, the relic cards may actually take sooner than some autograph cards. Autograph cards, they obviously do on-card autos, no sticker autos. So they need to track down the players, get the cards in hand to get them to sign. And sometimes that just takes way too long. But relics, if they are able to get the base or the pieces in fast enough at Topps, they pump those cards out pretty quickly. So hopefully we'll see those in a few months. But yeah, coming back to the cards or the autos that have been released so far this month and this season, again, Badu, there's been about 2 or 3 of them. Mercedes has had a couple. I've ordered that particular Mercedes card. I think he might be in more of an interesting story since he's a young guy, rookie. Badu's got an interesting story because he is a little bit older. He's about 28 rookie, which is kind of unusual. But I'm not a Detroit fan. Too close to the Jays. There used to be a good rivalry between the Jays and Detroit. So yeah, I'm interested in that Mercedes card. And Dean's just commenting that people would have been all over a Vladdy auto relic but passed on a base piece. I agree, Dean. I definitely would have liked to have had an auto relic for sure. They definitely make it a little bit more interesting, although it's still a nice card. I just hope it's not some plain white base that usually happens with the 99 cards or out of 99 cards. So yeah, so lots so far with baseball. Still early in the season, obviously. We're going to see lots more coming. Hopefully we'll get some cards coming in soon, including F1. Again, we're looking for those print runs on F1. I hope to get those cards in soon. I don't think they've shipped. I checked today. So still outstanding. Roderick saying, I'd have bought if it was an auto relic. Didn't bother with this, which is interesting. I've known Roderick for a long time, and he tends to buy those relics and autos often. So, for you to stay out of this, Rick, is interesting. I'm sure you'll be able to pick it up fairly cheap on the secondary market if you end up going that route. I'm sure they'll be sticking around. At least I know somebody that'll probably have ordered a couple extra if you end up buying one or wanting one. So that's about it for this week. Again, hopefully next week we'll have some F1 print runs that we can talk about. We've got another F1 race in a couple of weeks, so we'll be looking for some more F1 cards in about 2.5 weeks. Obviously, some more MLB. Hopefully, there'll be lots more action this week. Some interesting things that'll happen. And soccer is going to pick back up, I think, right? Because they come back to playing Champions Leagues games, and I think there's some other like Bundesliga games that are coming back. You guys probably know better than I do. And Roderick just saying that's what I figured, being able to pick up those relics on the secondary market for cheaper, for sure. for sure. But yeah, that's it. As always, thank you for watching. If you're watching live, if you're watching afterwards, again, thank you. Please leave comments. I do read them. Let me know what you'd like to see, what you'd like to hear. If you've got questions about all three of the manufacturer's products, let me know. If I don't know it, I'll search it up and find out, talk to those that do know potentially. But yeah, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, give me some comments. Yeah, let me know. Oh, Rick's just saying Bundesliga cards tomorrow, more Nauf. Oh, okay. I hope so. I hear there were some things happening in those games over this weekend. So, but yeah, again, thank you for watching. Have a great week, and we'll talk soon.